I didn't see a price on this one. I was just wondering how much it was.
Probably in the same.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Can you make money buying games at cons and expos to flip? That's what we're trying to find out today. We're still walking through the Game Central Station event, seeing what other deals we can find. And if you missed part 1 of this action-packed hunt, I'm gonna put a link right here because you won't wanna miss a minute of the action that went on here. Now, let's get back into the hunt. So this table has some Tiger LCD games, a known weakness of mine, okay? I'm sorry, I'm not proud of it. $10 a piece, not a bad price on these. This Shinobi unit is cool as hell, just is. The only flaw is the battery door is missing. But the points are very clean. I have no doubt this probably works. If I can shave a few bucks off of this, I'm popping on it.
This one without the lid here, would you do 7 on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So awesome. This gal had no problem coming down to $7 on this thing, and I'm confident I can source a replacement door for this unit and still come in lower than the retail price of this thing on the market today. Big bin of NES cartridges here, but they're all marked around retail prices. Except for this one. Super Mario 3 someone wrote on it, but that's not what it is. Can you guess what it is just by seeing that small piece of label that's left? That's the challenge. Comment below if you know. Stick around to the end of the episode because you know we're going to get a closer look at this thing. But I don't know, I can't just take a free game, right? I feel compelled to buy something. There's a copy of Jordan vs. Bird 1-on-1 in here for only $5. Now, that's not a valuable game by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm pretty sure I don't have this one. And this copy is in decent shape. This was a game that got talked about a lot in my youth. You know, given the popularity of the two athletes in question, this was a game people often asked if you had or not.
So you got 5 on this one and
You can have that one.
3 on this one. So that sounds like a deal to me if that sounds like a deal to you.
There you go.
$5 and a free game. Cool, I'm grabbing this.
Now you talk about men of myth, of lore, and of legend. Caleb, Phoenix RESALE.
Oh, go on, go
What?
on.
How did you hear about this event?
I actually was here 2 years ago, randomly. I was visiting my sister who lives not too far away.
Okay.
We were going to some game stores making a video, and they were like, "Are you here for the convention?" I was like, "What? There's an event going on?" And I didn't know about it. So I stopped by. At that time, it was in like a bar. And now here we are 2 years later. It's growing. I know the convention runners, and it's just been a great time.
And I've been telling some of the people here, I've met these guys at the flea market where I filmed my show. So
Yeah.
I don't know how big it was in years past when you've been, but I'm really impressed with what they've got going here.
Yeah,
And then here you are, so it's like I mean, I know you may not want to divulge anything pre-episode release that you found, but
No, you're
is
good.
there anything that
I
you
don't
can
know.
tell us about
Yeah,
that you found today that's just
actually,
extravagant?
I'm not filming a ton today. I'm mostly going for bread and butter stuff like Mario's, Pokemon's, handheld stuff. You know, nothing crazy rare or anything like that. Just bread and butter, easy resale stuff, and it's been a great time.
Well, you full-time this stuff, and I wish I could, but what you do is outstanding. The volume that you do is outstanding, and I really enjoy the show. I'm sure a lot of you out there that watch at home check this guy out, so
Yeah.
fantastic, man. It was great to run into you today. Fantastic to meet you and some of these other guys in person for the first time. That's really what makes these things cool and community-based. I absolutely love it.
At this table, the fella running it asked me to come around the back to take a look at some other stuff he hadn't put out yet. A big box of 3DS and DS cartridges loose. And at the price he's trying to move these for, I gotta stop and dig through these.
Oh, let's take a look here. So 4 for 10 on the DS stuff.
titles,
What about
yeah.
the 3DS?
Yep, same for 3DS.
Same thing? Okay.
Because the majority of what's in there is going to be $5 titles. So.
Right.
$2.50 a piece on these. So now the question is, I mean, at that price, are there any games in this box that, you know, shouldn't be in here?
Duck Dynasty. Come on. Cash Grab Dynasty. Those guys would sell their Fromunda cheese if they thought they could make some money on it.
There's a lot of inventory here, and I don't have time to sit here and go through all of these. These picks have to be no looks. There's a copy of Madden here for the 3DS, and if I remember correctly, that was a little pricey at one point. Maybe it still is. Dude obviously cleaned out a GameStop at the end of the 3DS lifespan, and that's cool. And as a result, there's a lot of shovelware here, but there is a lot of this. So I find a Rainbow Island game here for DS. That just sounds like a sleeper. I also find Lego Avengers for the 3DS, the Madden, and there's a Monster Hunter Generations here, which is pretty rad. Then I find a Yoshi's Island DS, which is potentially worth more than any of these. And I grabbed a 6th game, like a dog lipstick simulator or something, to make it an even $15. You know, my daughter collects bad DS games now. Just part of a kickback to her childhood, so I figured, what the heck.
So I've got 6 here. That would put us at 15.
Okay, let me see what we got, just in case. But I'm sure you're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Yoshi, I will have to check on. Everything else I think is good.
Mm-hmm. He sees the Yoshi's Island. I knew that was going to make him pause. But we kind of did already agree on a price. I don't know, but he's going to kind of recalculate here.
If you can pass me 20, I'll throw in the Yoshi as well.
Okay, well, let's see.
Yeah.
Nah, man, we were at 15. I don't really want to come up $5 on a no look. So I countered at $17, and dude was cool with that, so we shook on it. $17 for 6 3DS DS cards. I mean, cool. I feel confident that we're gonna do all right with that at that number.
Again, we got a lot of big players in the game out here. PACMANCASE, PacMan.
Hey, how's it going?
Where are you hailing from? How did you hear about this great event?
So I currently now live in the Greenville, South Carolina area.
So you're not far.
So I'm moving from Washington, so I used to be far, and now
Okay.
I'm not. So it was only about a 2-hour drive for me here.
That's manageable. Now, I realize you may not want to divulge any of your finds yet pre-episode
Yes.
release, but is there anything really cool that you've seen here that maybe you're on the fence
Well,
about,
there's
might
some
be
good
pulling the
stuff.
trigger on?
So I'm currently doing the N64 score right now on the channel. I'm only
Okay.
9 games away, and there's a couple of them that I'm eyeing. So I might be able to add some to the collection.
I like the sound of
Yeah,
that.
man, stoked.
That's fantastic. Well, thanks for talking with me.
Hey,
man.
absolutely,
Great
bud.
to finally meet some of these people in person.
Hey,
That's
there
what
you
makes
go.
these events what
Enjoy
they
the
end
show.
up being. It's
Yeah.
very cool stuff.
No
Good
doubt.
luck to you today, my friend.
Hey, thank you.
I didn't see a price on this one. I was just wondering how much it was.
Probably in the thing.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Like on the box or whatever.
$20.
That's not bad at all.
I think the only real difference is book, CD or something. I'm curious myself.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Art prints.
It's not a bad game. I traded it back when it was on PS4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never.
I didn't finish it though. I figured I'd buy it back. Fast forward to today, we're on PS5, so $1 a piece on these right here.
Got it.
All right, let's see what we got.
Sound the alarm, another dollar bin. You know I can't help myself. We're diving in. Most of this is GameStop closeout dookie, but a lot of these are still really cool. And some in really good condition. I'm confident we're gonna find some picks in here. There's a super clean Resident Evil 6 here. Killer game, and it's mint, right? Mint discs. You just can't deny that for $1. There's also a disc-only copy of Skate, those sell well, and 2 mint copies of the first Assassin's Creed. Not bad at all for $4. I can actually make a few bucks on each of these games. So, fantastic. Nothing like making money on every single dollar spent.
All right, my man, I'm gonna get 4 from you here.
You got it.
So I'm here with Tony, the man behind the madness here. Everything going as good as you expected?
Very good. Excellent turnout.
What I've seen so
Couldn't be
far.
happier. Beautiful day outside. Tons of vendors inside.
And if I'm not mistaken, we've got some food out front too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nice
I'm
barbecue
looking
truck.
forward to
We got
that as
snow
well.
cones. A little bit of everything.
You know, what I've really enjoyed so far, not only has there been other YouTubers here and the networking, and that's been great, but so far everybody here has been really willing to work with me as far as the pricing. And, you know, I talk about events like these. That's not always the case.
No. Some people do like to stick on their high pricing,
And that's fine. You got to do what you got
like
to do. But
negotiating.
if you really want to move product, because why else would you do something like this? I expect some kind of, you know,
at least $5 off.
some kind of workings when we're talking about volume. You sold to me before. I met you on the show over a $5 Wii with no parts. And,
Right.
and fast forward to today, and here we are.
That's
so
right.
Great guy here. Game Central Station
Central
for the
Station
foreseeable
shopping spot.
future. Yeah. When these things happen, you don't want to miss it.
That's right.
Thanks so much for having me. man.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for coming out.
Tony put this event together. I really appreciate him and these guys having me out to this event. And as if this fun event wasn't enough, my invite included a voucher for the food trucks out front. They even fed me lunch. The pit master on the scene was cooking any meat you could imagine, and it all looked and smelled incredible.
So it's been a hell of an event so far, and you know, being treated like a VIP, that doesn't hurt either. We got us a fantastic barbecue lunch from the food truck here to really cap off all the great deals that we've grabbed in there today. Again, like I was talking to some of the guys, you just don't expect there to be deals at these kinds of things. It just usually isn't. And again, no disrespect. I know people got to make their money, right? I mean, I'm doing the same thing, but when you're dealing in bulk and you're wanting to move product, cut breaks, that's how we get this thing going. That's how the juices get flowing, and they're flowing here today. Really just impressed with what I've seen here. Can't wait for the next one. So you probably guessed by now what our no label game was. Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. Obviously an extremely common game, the pack-in, not extraordinarily valuable. But you know what? This cartridge needed help. It needs to be restored. It was free. I will get this thing fixed up, put back in its original form. I bet you we'll still make a few bucks on it.
So there you have it, the Game Central Station event. We got some cool stuff to flip. We got some cool stuff for keeps. We talked to some really cool YouTubers whom, if you haven't checked out on this platform, I'm going to link their channels in the description of this video, so check them out and make sure you let them know that Emceemur sent you. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Flea Market Flippin'. We're going to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the Emceemur Show if you haven't already done so. Smack that notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Can't wait for the next exciting episode, and if you can't wait for more flea market action, I'm going to have you just click right here to another fantastic episode to keep the action going right now. Emceemur signing off for this fantabulous episode, and I will see each and every one of you again next time.
It's all about chicken.